Once upon a time, a long time ago, human beings were not strong animals. They couldn't run as fast as a deer, nor did they have sharp fangs like a lion. But humans had one special thing: the ability to help and communicate with one another. When one person saw a danger, they would cry out to warn others. When another found some fruit, they would call their friends to share. Sounds and language were what allowed humans to survive and live together in large groups. But there was a problem with spoken language. When someone discovered a new way to find food, to make a fire, or to create a new tool, that knowledge would disappear when they died. The next generation would have to start over, learning by trial and error all over again. It was as if every human had to start from zero every single time. Then, one day, a group of humans began to notice if we make some kind of symbol, it might help us remember. So, they began to draw and scratch on cave walls and on stones, painting pictures of animals and stars to tell stories. From drawings, they became letters. From letters, they became sentences and books. This was what allowed humanity to stop starting from zero every time. The things they wrote down became like a magical bridge, connecting knowledge from one generation to the next. If the people before knew how to build a house, the next generation could just learn from that and build an even stronger one. If the people before knew how to travel by boat, the new generation could simply build upon that and create a boat that could sail even farther. Language became humanity's special treasure. It was like a treasure chest that held all the knowledge of the world. And it was a legacy passed down from grandparents to children and grandchildren. But then, there came a time when this diverse knowledge was hoarded, not shared. Only a select group of people could read and write. They chose to teach only what they wanted others to believe. Most ordinary people had no right to read or to seek knowledge on their own. The world seemed to stand still, trapped by that limited knowledge. We call this period the Dark Ages. Until one day, a man named Johannes Gutenberg created something miraculous: the printing press. With this machine, books could be produced in vast quantities and sent far and wide. The amazing thing was, as more people began to read, knowledge was no longer from just one source. Books from many different thinkers, scientists, explorers, and scholars were now widely distributed. People began to see that there are many sides to the truth. They no longer had to believe only what a select few told them. And this was the beginning of freedom of thought. Because with a variety of books, humans learned to compare, to question, to analyze, and to choose what to believe with their own hearts and minds. Gutenberg's printing press was not just a machine that produced books. It was a key that opened the door to freedom of learning. Humans had the freedom to think and the freedom to question. And this is the power of language and writing. It passes down dreams, hopes, and knowledge from one generation to the next, so that humanity doesn't have to start from zero. And when the printing press came along, it gave humanity the freedom to grow, the freedom to choose their own future.